friend. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I thought today we would start off with a compliment. Something to acknowledge your achievements. When you're on a spiritual journey, this is something that you do alone, by yourself. This is something that not everybody sees. This is something that you're striving, you're working, you're doing everything you possibly can to improve yourself, how you look at things, and how you go about your business. So I thought today would take a minute to compliment you. Oops. So look at the cards that are shown up here. Let me just grab these. We've got the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. So congratulations. You have entered a space where your mind, your thoughts, your communication processes are enlightened. I mean, look at this Ace of Swords. This is like a brilliant idea that you've come up with, that you're moving forward with. The Knight of Swords is someone who speaks their truth with boldness, with clarity, and moves forward with that truth. So that's what you're doing. This is for you. This is your compliment. This is acknowledgement of your achievement. And the Eight of Swords can be taken a number of different ways. Often, when you see the Eight of Swords, it shows somebody who's trapped in their mental processes. They're in jail with their mind. Their mind is telling them things that stop them from moving forward in any direction because they're trapped. So with this showing up as a compliment of your achievements and of praise of what you're doing and where you are, that means you've released yourself from that jail. So good on you. Give yourself a pat on the back, congratulations, and acknowledge those achievements that you have reached. Now, as we look forward and we move forward and we continue on with this mental progress, what challenges might we come up with, or what hurdles might we come across that we may have the opportunity to use these achievements, use what we've learned, and move forward. Oh, look at that. You've got the Eight of Swords twice. Double acknowledgement that you've set yourself free from that mental prison that you have been in. And look at this, we've got more swords. Now we've got the Seven of Swords, we've got the Eight of Swords, and we've got the Five of Wands. But the Five of Wands is a challenge. A challenge, again, to take another step to break free from that mental prison that you felt like you were in. The Seven of Swords is encouraging you to be your true self. Forget about the norms. Forget about these boxes and pigeonholes and names and titles and categories that you've been told your whole life that you're supposed to fit in. Now the challenge is to be your true self, to show those street smarts in an intelligent way, to break free even further from the entrapment of what society tells you to do, to be your true self, to let your soul rise to the top and speak what's really going on inside of you. Five of Wands, wands are action. And the Five of Wands, we see here displayed, are birds. Birds, if you don't see them, you hear them. They make noise. You hear birds when they're challenging one another. When they're flying about, you hear their wings flapping. So this is a challenge for you to make some noise about your belief system. Stand your ground. It doesn't mean you have to go on the rooftop and tell everybody that you're on this spiritual journey and that you're discovering yourself. What it means is, when the opportunity arrives and somebody questions why you're doing something a certain way, it doesn't fit what everybody else is doing, the challenge is to speak your mind, to speak your true self, to take that mask off and be who you really are and chirp like a bird with your truth. So as you move forward on this path, which is a beautiful path, by the way, because not everybody speaks their truth. You live your whole life being told how you're supposed to feel, what category you're supposed to fit in, what title you are, even in the spiritual world. But when you're on a soul journey, you're everything. You can be everything. You can be a medium. Everybody's a medium. You can be psychic. Everybody is psychic. You don't have to fit into a certain category. Maybe you're stronger in one field than another, but that doesn't matter. You don't have to fit into that certain field. You can be a part of that field, but have a million feelers in other areas. Think of your third eye. In my mind, I think of the third eye as an African violet plant. When you look at an African violet plant, the color, yes, matches the third eye energy center. But look at the leaves, look at the flowers. It's like they have whiskers on them. And those whiskers are feelers. They pick up senses, they pick up sounds, they pick up all of these different energies around them. So it's not just one thing. It's a multitude of feelers and senses and whiskers. So that's where you are. And that is also part of the swords. All of the swords showing up here, because the swords is air, is communication, is mind, is that element and beyond. Okay, so next, what should you focus on as you're moving in this direction? What should you focus on? What do you think? What's your next best step? What do you think? What comes to your mind? Let's see what the cards have to say. Nine of Wands reversed. The Fool. Eight of Swords again. Oh my goodness, look at this. I got goosebumps. Okay, Eight of Swords, Eight of Swords, Eight of Swords. You cannot make this shit up, okay? The universe is talking to you right now. You're free. You've set yourself free. You're not in this mental jail at all. Keep doing that. Keep on that path. Don't let go of that. That is very important to you personally now. All that's going to do is make you better at what you want to do moving forward. So that is the question here, is what should you focus on next? What are your best next steps? Eight of Swords again, keep that in mind. And you're getting ready to venture into a new unknown zone. So keep this pattern of being yourself, not wearing masks, and move forward into this new opportunity that might come up. And while you do that, the Nine of Wands reversed, you do not have to go and defend yourself in this next step. You're in a good place. You have got the backing within yourself that you need to step into the unknown. And you're not a wounded warrior. You are an experienced warrior that has accumulated some beautiful scars along the way. And those scars help you to move forward because they taught you how to win the battles that you are in for yourself. Also with the Nine of Wands, make sure you keep your boundaries healthy. Keep your boundaries, keep them healthy, but at the same time, be yourself. Okay. This is like fabulous. This is, I've never done a reading where Eight of Swords has showed up in all the categories very strongly like this. So let's finish off with a keep in mind card for each column. So keep in mind as you praise yourself, keep in mind as you face challenges and hurdles moving forward, and keep in mind what to focus on next. Okay, keep in mind with your compliments. You have survived the disappointments. That goes back to what we have over here, the Nine of Wands. You've survived. You picked yourself up. You processed. And there's another sword. So this is something that didn't just hurt your feelings. This hurt your mind, your mental processes. This hurt the way you look at things, your logical mind. Challenges as you move forward. Have the strength, the inner strength. Keep in mind the inner strength that you have, that you built up. And that inner strength was earned not just by the challenges that you faced in the past, but how you process those challenges. Meaning, you were not a bully. You actually used gentle persuasion so as not to make the house of cards collapse. That's your strength. Keep that in mind as you move forward with your next challenges. And keep in mind when you focus on this new journey that you're heading into. And there we have the Ace of Swords. So now we've got the Ace of Swords twice, two different decks. But it's showing up here reversed. So don't talk yourself out of going on this new journey that might come up for you in the very near future. Don't talk yourself out of things. Don't talk yourself into that mental prison that is, may have been a problem in the past. Don't talk yourself out of being true to yourself and letting your true colors show, your true belief system come through the door. Don't hide yourself. Don't hide who you really are. You don't have to fit into everybody else's categories and labels and pigeonholes. You don't have to blurt out who you are now and where you're going. You can quietly be an observer and think about things. Swords are also about thinking, the thinking process. So you've got all these different options and ways to handle what's happening, the path that you're on, where you're going next. But we started out with the praise, the compliments, and the achievements. So we're just going to pop back there right now and say, good for you. You have accomplished so much, and you have freed yourself from this mental prison that you were in before. You didn't put yourself in the mental prison. You may have landed there just by everyday life. I mean, by society, by your job, by your family. It's just one of those things that when you start waking up to where you are, and then you personally start doing things to change that, that is progress and growth. So good for you. Excellent, excellent journey that you're on. And the universe is praising you for doing this. So what else can I say? That's it. Okay, so enjoy your day today. Keep this in mind. Don't forget to praise yourself, and look forward to your new journey. I'd love to know what you think of this reading and how you relate to this Eight of Swords, which came up 3 times for this reading. So let me know. Alrighty then. Catch you on the next reading. I wish you a wonderful day, and see you next time. Bye for now.